All right. You say you're gonna show me something?
Yeah. So I hesitate just because of the price tag, but I'm wondering um let's see here. If I'm upgrading everything, the backdrop looks pretty nice now.
Yes. Are you recording?
Yeah.
Okay. Because usually it comes on and then.
Oh, I think I clicked it before you hopped in, or as soon as you said
Right.
you were joining. Yeah, no
Yeah,
worries.
it seemed to take forever.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi, I guess. Is the wife watching like soap ops?
I don't know. Something that I wouldn't appreciate. The coffee's on, ladies and
Yep,
gentlemen.
coffee's on. I've got my cute little my little Totoro cup for all my anime friends out there. There we go.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
Yeah, I gotta fix the lighting. That's gonna be my I should probably focus on that first. But
Bart Simpson.
oh nice. That's a good one.
Don't have a cow, man. Oh, wait, that's Homer Simpson.
This this is the microphone I'm thinking about getting, which seems to be like the standard for podcasting,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a very big price tag on it.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah. I don't know.
Wait till after the Olympia.
I know, right? Yeah, it's a nice check. Yeah, that is a nice check. I'm wondering how stingy they're going to be on coverage, because I've been pretty reserved lately on um posting footage of shows just because I'm worried because I got that one video. It wasn't striked, but it was flagged, I think. Flagged. Yeah, it was actually a
The show
Legion show.
footage.
Yeah.
The recent Legion show.
No, last year's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they flagged it like a
Sean
week
Clarita.
before. Oh, you think so?
No, Sean Clarita, the one that he won.
Yes. Yeah.
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 That's why I try not to show any footage.
Yeah. I guess as long as people keep watching and they enjoy, if the only reason is the footage, I think that'll reflect. But I think the viewage has been pretty consistent.
I mean, as long as they're just copyright, not strikes, but claims.
Flags. Yeah.
Because if you get a 2-3 strikes, your channel's gone.
Yep. No, it wasn't a strike. It was it was just a flag. They're like, hey, can you not do that?
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine. I'm sure most people get plenty of those.
At the end of the day, it's promoting bodybuilding.
Yeah, pretty much. This is what I like to think.
It's not like somebody's going to be like, I'm not going to watch it now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to watch Saunch's coverage. It's 9 times out of 10. It's somebody that already seen the show. They just want to hear your opinion on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They want more. They want a more in-depth breakdown.
Everybody wants to hear more opinions on bodybuilding because it's so open to, so subjective.
Truly, it really is.
You hear these experts, no matter what, somebody wins. They'll tell you why, exactly why. But I mean, you look at some of the judges, not all the judges agreed. So it's like, well, if they had went with that guy, how come? Well, what happens to your explanation?
Mm-hmm. Especially when they're like, oh, well, only the big guys win, or only the conditioned guys win. There's always going to be that discrepancy.
Names will always be names in bodybuilding.
Yep. So what has happened in the world of bodybuilding since we recorded, what was it, maybe a week ago?
A lot has happened.
Yeah.
A lot.
See, Krizo got his pro card.
Michael Krizo is a pro in the IFBB.
He got the shoe in for the pro win. What was
and he's going to be dangerous
at Prague, right?
Is it Prague?
I think it's the Prague Pro in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'm sure
Pro.
he's Prague. Got in your notes.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh, it's coffee spilt there.
Oh, geez. It's all good.
Get excited about a post.
Uh-huh.
Got to make sure it's the right guy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be posting and saying it's Jay Cutler when it's not Jay Cutler, right?
True.
Well, only a fool would do that.
I think we all have our moments. The two Carlos Rodriguez's that just did the Legion.
When I see Carlos Rodriguez, I just hide.
Yep. You're like, oh
there's
no.
like there's like a just a straight up physique guy, I think.
Yep.
Just a little wee tiny guy. And it's like, well, this is not the dude.
Nope.
Saunch bodybuilding could beat that guy.
I like the way you're thinking.
Oh, hey, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
I'm not just saying.
Saying.
It's the things of that nature that would probably put me above him.
Yeah, you're natural. He's not.
Well, yeah, there's that too. I always wonder. Let's see here. Yeah. So Krizo won the amateur Italy Olympia or amateur Olympia.
Amateur Olympia
card.
Italy.
Yep. And then James Hollingshead won the Tsunamipro in
The
open
Tsunami.
bodybuilding. What were your thoughts on that show?
Little disappointed in Mark, but I said before he needed a little bit more time to dry out, and he was competing one after another and wasn't enough time to improve.
Yeah.
I mean, certain guys do. They improve as the shows go on, but he hadn't competed in so long. And Hollingshead, good win for him.
Yep. I think this photo really cemented it for me.
So is this going? Yeah. Well, the other guy,
Alfred.
What's his name? Alfred Cheriok.
Yep.
His name there too. His legs weren't up to par.
Yeah.
You can see that right away.
Yep.
With anybody's. But his condition was in.
Yeah.
And
Alfred looked real sharp.
Mark beat Enrico Hoffman.
Yep. Hoffman, yep.
Because his midsection.
Yep. Agreed.
But condition wise, Mark lost. I'll be honest. To be honest with you, Diane. But yeah, he's aesthetic. He reminds me from the front of a good Vito, Vitale Yogolnikov.
Oh, Chiric or Mark?
Mark Hector.
Oh, Mark.
He's got the small waist, big, two young guys.
Yeah, Mark's got obviously because he turned pro in like 2018, so he's still pretty new.
People see that physique and they get there's so many expectations.
Yep.
But man, oh man, you don't know. It's gonna be a small guy like this, or who I mentioned, Tony O'Burton. It's definitely going to be a guy like that you do not see. That'll be an Olympia champion. Because
I'd like to see that.
I mean, Brandon Curry. I was talking to you about the 2013. I just seen a picture. Somebody posted it. You probably seen it too. Brandon Curry's back. And Kai Green's back. And it's like, there's no way that this guy, I think it's a relaxed position. Maybe they're doing a pose, but I think it's relaxed.
Oh, yeah, it was an old one, right?
Yep.
It was just like dwarfing him.
And if you told somebody that guy will be a champion, Olympia, and that guy won't be.
Yeah.
They'd call you a ding dong. There it is right there. That's the one.
Yeah.
Yep. That guy's going to be an Olympia champion someday. And the big guy, he's not going to be.
Yeah.
What are you smoking?
It's crazy how things turn out. Yeah.
Timing
is massive. Kai should have been an Olympian, Mr. Olympia, but it just never It was always the wrong time.
Well,
And he's also competing against, one of the best of all times.
he did some dirty videos too that likely kept
Yeah,
him out of
there
there.
was politics. Yeah, there's
That can
the
definitely, it kept wrestlers out of getting a Hall of Fame
really, yeah,
induction.
I
China,
could see that.
remember China?
Yep.
The big woman, man woman? He. She was a he, not a she.
Mm,
There's a difference.
okay. Hmm.
Begin with a he, then he turned into a she. That's a he or a she.
Oh, I didn't know that.
RuPaul's a she. RuPaul's a she. But China's a he. She-Hulk. But they didn't induct her because she did a dirty video
Yep.
into the Hall of Fame. Then she left us.
Mm-hmm.
May
Yep.
God rest her soul.
Yeah.
But then they inducted another wrestler, Sunny. That's where I get my wrestling name, Sunny.
Okay.
They inducted her in the Hall of Fame, and then she went and did a
Timing.
unmentionable. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah. I mean, it's brand, politics, image. Did you know Sara Lee?
Nobody does it like Sara Lee. Bing.
So I saw this
You mean?
story and I thought of you, and I mean, I don't really follow wrestling.
Oh, no. I haven't watched wrestling in so long. I wouldn't know who she was.
Oh,
No.
ripe age of 30. God.
No. Well, you've ever imagined yourself in a time machine?
Uh-huh.
That's me when I turn wrestling on. It's like I was put into a time machine. I have no idea who any of these people are.
Oh. Yep.
I don't watch wrestling anymore.
Hmm.
Like
You ever
an
like rewatch the
ex-bodybuilder.
older stuff, or
I do.
yeah?
I do.
You
Stuff
ever
that
like
I've watched.
rewatch like a WrestleMania?
Yeah, the first 13 or 14. Then it gets kind of, when you watched it, it was great.
Mm-hmm.
But the rewatch value of that stuff, of seeing somebody getting thrown through tables, the rewatch value is,
Oh, really?
yeah. If I wanted to watch Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy versus Edge and Christian, the guy jumps off of the top of a ladder through a table. The guy, it's so stupid. If I
Yep.
wanted to watch that, I'll go watch a skateboarding fail video and watch somebody get hurt terribly.
Yeah.
I'm not into that. That's not the pro wrestling that I'm not. And I respect the guys. Hey, if I met Edge, Christian, them guys, shake their hand big time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what got them to the dance. So of course they're going to do it.
Yep.
But it's not pro wrestling. And it's saturated. It ruined it. Nobody can keep up with that.
Yeah.
Nobody can go off the top of that cage time and time again.
Mm-hmm.
It's all high spots.
Especially if you're known for that.
What's he doing up there in that ladder? I could jump off the first 2 rungs of the ladder and do like a Spike Dudley, like a spike. That's more devastating to me. And the less risks, there's no risk somebody getting hurt. Stiff, if you want to hurt somebody, give them a stiff, like a chop or something.
Yeah.
That hurts. People are still going to be like, oh. Yeah, I don't know. That's my rant on pro wrestling. But yeah, God rest her soul. Poor girl, 30 years old.
Yeah. So it's unfortunate. And then the Legion Sports, obviously, just finished up yesterday. I started watching your video of your coverage, your recap of it, and then you hopped in. What was your thoughts? Obviously, Tonio coming out with the win. Justin,
Easy win.
Clenched on to second. It was a 4-point difference, so it wasn't too close.
No, that was a win.
Yep.
If he did not win there would have been backlash. And what's interesting now, 2 years in a row, Legions, it's a 212.
Former 212. I made that comparison too. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. It was the small guy came out with the win, or the more compact, maybe.
He looks good.
Oh yeah, yeah. Tonio's great.
There's your Brandon Curry of 2011.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming. Your
Yeah,
Dexter Jackson.
Tonio's got legs though. Look at those hamstrings.
He's coming.
I
Then
don't.
you
I
have
don't know
your
what. Yeah, Tonio. I've had him on the channel a few times. Yep.
yes.
Yeah,
I
really
called him
cool
a
guy.
big star. Remember, I called him a big star last week.
Yep.
You see
He's rising.
the guy in the background there, Stephen Frazier?
This one
No,
or the
big
one on the right?
tall guy in the purple,
Oh, in the purple. Okay.
in the middle between the three
Oh,
guys.
right, right. Yeah, he plays second in Masters, right?
I think so. But
Yeah.
there's a picture. Keep flipping through. He has a double bubble, triple trouble, double bubble guy.
Ooh.
Is that it there?
Yeah.
There's a worse one.
Really.
It's got good peaks. Well, that's triple trouble.
Yeah, he's really
Yeah.
letting it go right there. You gotta be careful. Yeah,
Yes.
that's
There it is there.
yeah. People are always watching.
And man, Tonio, look at that rear double.
Mm-hmm. Very
Who's
bubbly.
gonna mess with that? Yeah, I mean, stick it next to a bigger guy, way more conditioned. Glutes are bigger.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely an open class. What a switch.
Yeah. No, great timing for him. I think he won it was either nationals or North Americans, won that in 2020, I think, or 2019, and then hopped right in. And
Not very
then
old.
no, he's super fresh, young. Won, I think he won his pro debut at Indy in the 212. I remember covering that one, and I was like,
That
I
was
think
his pro
this,
debut.
yeah, his
Okay, I
212
remember
win.
that show.
Mm-hmm. That was also the
Uh,
same year Justin won at
Justin
Indy.
won that show, right?
Yep. He won the
And
Indy, and then
Blessing in the
yep,
New York. He
yep,
didn't win
and
the
then
New York.
Nick won the New
Nick won
York.
the New York.
Yep.
It was Blessing
2020.
Awadibu who was in both shows. Yes.
Yes. Or no, was it 2021?
No, that was Blessing hasn't competed in 2022.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, he did. He won the Indy and the New York this year.
Yeah, never mind. I'm messed up.
Yep. I think it was just 2 years ago in 2021.
2020 was Ian Valier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Then he went to the Olympia off that win.
Yep.
And 2021 was Ian won Tampa. Then he won Texas.
Texas.
He won
Yeah.
two. He won two in a row.
Yep. Tampa and Texas.
He wins, man.
Yep. I
He
can't wait to
wins
see him in
shows.
person because the photos just never show that, like,
If you've seen bodybuilding before, it's so easy to see.
yeah.
I mean, one guy's conditioned and one guy, he looks bubbly and round on pictures and stuff. But even seeing that in real life, you can kind of gauge that on looking at pictures.
Mm-hmm.
You really can if you know what to look for.
Yeah.
And
I
at
always
the
thought
end of
that
the
Ian just
day,
didn't have the separation.
well, no, he doesn't. And neither
Yeah.
does Andrew Jacked in the
Mm.
glutes, hamstrings.
Yeah. Those are still pretty weak on him. It'll come.
Well, that's the thing. He may be more conditioned than we think he is.
Yeah. But then you look at a picture like this, that's a lot of separation.
It's not bad. It's not his best pose.
No, not at all. It's that tricep shot. Yeah, this thing.
He doesn't have a lot of very weak shots.
Mm-hmm.
Even the front double, he gets criticized, but he looked good the last time I seen him hit it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is great.
That's the Vancouver.
Yep. This is the one he won. Yeah,
He
Vancouver.
won Vancouver.
Yep.
He beat out Antoine Vaillant.
Yeah, Antoine.
The
Yeah.
big French man, huh?
Yeah. Then Antoine went right into Chicago. Won that one.
Did you see my video on that?
I don't know.
2020. We got Big Akeem Williams, wins the Chicago Pro. He's the standout athlete of the Olympia that year. He got sixth. He leapfrogged all expectations. 2021. You got Hunter
Hunter.
Labrada wins
Yeah.
the Chicago Pro.
Yep.
And then he was the standout athlete at the Olympia. It's
Okay.
looking good for Antoine Vaillant.
Yeah, because he wasn't even in the top 10 last year.
Who, Antoine?
Yeah.
Oh, 16th.
Yeah. Oh, all the
That's
way
as
back.
low as they go. There's like 10 athletes that placed 16th.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember like all the Korean guys got 16th, and I was like, dang, did him dirty.
Sung Choo Lee always gets ripped off.
Yep. Well, he's just not hard enough.
I think that there's too many.
Yeah, too many Olympic qualifications.
There's too
I completely agree. It's over 30 at this point for men's open. There's
never been more than that. I think 2002 was the most. There was like 25, maybe something like that. Might have been 2003.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's never been more than that. 20 is enough. 20 is enough. There's going to be a heck of a lot of guys that drop out, but still, that's going to be.
Yeah. No one's talking about that yet. But yeah, look at that list. It's massive.
Nick Walker, Nathan Diasha will be a guy that might not show up.
No, he's got visa issues with the. Yeah, he's got like he's has
last year.
He didn't, right?
No.
Yeah, because he has a criminal. He's got criminal stuff going on.
He's like, I like him. I like the guy, but I just do not think he's going to show up.
No.
You got Curry, Shupin, Hunter Labrada, Clarita. Is he doing 212? Does anybody know?
He just confirmed today he's doing open.
Oh, he confirmed it.
Yep. I was scrolling. I didn't read it too far, but I think I just saw someone say that he confirmed it. Don't hold my feet to the fire, guys. I'm just reporting what I saw.
And Angel Calderon's doing 212.
Yeah. Oh, he is. He's not doing open then.
I got an inside info. I don't. They didn't.
He's got to be the favorite to.
But they didn't want me to say who they were.
Yeah. No, you're good.
But it's somebody. It's like I was talking to them. It's an actual somebody.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I
exciting.
feel like a big to do. Yeah, I was talking to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, they told me they trained with a guy that trains with Angel Calderon or something of that nature.
Wow. He sees the title open, That 212 title is open.
That's probably why he decided.
Because besides Angel, Nathan Epler is the only person I think in that top 5 that's still doing 212. In Epler, he's done open, but I don't know if he's done doing 212. Like, why wouldn't you do it if you're qualified?
Him in 212. Yeah. No.
He's qualified. Like, why wouldn't you go?
But I didn't think he could make weight last time. Remember?
He didn't make weight for. Was it
212.
Orlando or something?
Something, yeah. So he did open.
Yeah.
And he didn't do that well at open.
Yeah, it was like top 10.
But he did compete at 212, I think, after that, and I don't think he did that well. Don't quote me on that one.
I think you're right.
I'm lukewarm.
Because I was trying to figure out like why he burnt his stock.
I'm lukewarm about him now. I'm high on I like Kareth. And if what's his name Keon can calm down his nerves.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. He got 3rd in 212 at Tampa, and then he wanted to make his open
easily
debut.
Won.
Yes,
that's what Kareth. Yeah, Kareth beat him there.
Yep, Kareth, and
that's why I'm so high on Kareth. Look at that. He got a victory over top 5 guy.
Everyone's seeing the inside work on what we do. No. Kareth won the other one. He won Texas.
What's this? Tampa?
Keon won Tampa.
Yeah, and a lot of people, including myself, I made a video about that.
Yep. I'm not gonna say I didn't like the decision, but I want Keon to win shows when he's at his best. I don't want him just to get by off of his genetics and his crazy structure. It's very nitpicky. It's not going to cut it.
That's not going to cut it in the Olympia.
Right.
They want condition. They want it all.
Yeah. So why give somebody who historically just hasn't made the cut for your class and isn't going to represent? I don't know. I don't know how deep the politics go. If I was the Tampa promoter and I had to say, if it was that close of a show, if I know Kareth is going to show up and be nails hard, great conditioning, great dude, great representative for bodybuilding. If it's just like a 1 or 2 point decision, like I'm going to give it to the better ambassador.
Massachusetts? Is that the Massachusetts Bastion?
Something like that. I have my new job. The other headquarters is in it's just outside Boston. So when they're talking, you can hear it. It's funny.
You're not an army man anymore?
I am transitioning out currently. Yeah.
You're
So
not an army man?
I am. I still am an army man. Yep.
Just like Arnold in Predator, remember?
But instead of a
position,
instead of a gun, it's a keyboard. I'm just like, yes.
Yeah. You'll order your men to do stuff.
Yeah. Hopefully. Yeah. No, so I'm trying to transition out of active duty into the reserves so I can pick up a big boy, big paying full-time job, which is like 70% remote. So that'll be nice. And it's a very big raise. So we'll see.
You can get your wife a nice ring this year for Christmas.
I should get her something. Yeah. Well, no, she
a ring yet?
No. She has a ring. We went to Tiffany & Co. and got her it was a very modest, small one. I mean, mine. This is like 2 generations old.
Really?
Yeah, this thing's been in my family for. It's all beat up. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Weird.
Did you guys stop off for breakfast there?
Where?
At Tiffany's.
Oh. Got it. Breakfast at Tiffany's.
I'm surprised you didn't get the Robin Hood and Aunt Jemima joke last week.
I still don't understand that joke. I'm gonna have to look it up.
It's simplicity on its own. It's Robin Hood flour. It comes in a bag.
Right.
Aunt Jemima pancakes comes in a box.
I don't get it.
You say, I got Robin Hood by the bag, and I got Aunt Jemima by the box.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
It's a very Lee Priest-esque, dirty type.
Yes. That's a Lee Priest joke.
You know, very slapstick humor. Very simple to the point, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for breaking it down.
It's just so funny
Saunch
that
style.
one actually, yeah.
Oh my gosh, by the bag. That's great. Oh, I'm crying. Oh, thank you. I needed that. Oh, all right. Where were we? Regan Grimes is qualified. You think he's gonna?
He's out.
Oh, he's out already. Yep, you're right.
He's out.
Yep, you did say he was out. Samson, dark horse top 6, if better.
Samson.
You see that new physique?
Honestly, man, if he gets in there and he shows what for, you could even see him pass the Ian Valliers.
Absolutely.
Maybe I wouldn't argue with Walkers.
Ooh, over Nick Walker. That would be a good comparison.
I said maybe.
Sounds like a good video.
Just hear a song sing.
But look at this.
Yeah. No, I posted that the other day.
God.
Boys versus men. He looks like a skinny boy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's good. Like classic almost.
He was good.
Yep.
But I mean, that's one big thick back.
Yeah. How does one make that much improvement in 6 months?
The stars are aligned. Your body's ready to grow.
Yep.
You're energized mentally, physically.
Mm-hmm. You're already qualified. There's nothing to stress about.
You got a good support system.
Yep. Milos has been doing a great job with him.
Family too, I'm sure. He's got a big dog, a great big dog.
He's married, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I think he's talked. Excuse me. I think
never seen that big dog he has.
I don't think so.
Oh, it's a big, huge, big puppy. Oh, I did your walking lunge. There he is, right there.
Oh, the dog. Oh yeah, look at that.
Isn't
I do remember seeing this. Yep. Oh yeah, he looks happy.
Look at that big puppy. It's funny because bodybuilders have dogs. Dennis
Uh-huh.
Wolf had one. Jay Cutler had one when he was winning all them Olympias. He's
Oh.
gone now, but you
So
can
what you're
see him in the old
saying,
videos.
what you're saying is if you have a dog, you
You
could
have
become Mr. Olympia.
Rocky 1, Rocky 2, Butkus. Remember the dog?
No, actually. It's been a while
You
since I've
don't
seen
remember
those.
Rocky? Have you watched Rocky?
Yeah, I've seen Rocky.
She
I just
bought
don't
him the
remember.
dog. She bought him the dog in the cage.
Really?
Butkus. Yeah,
Oh.
Butkus. Because it was in the pet shop that she worked.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
It was a great big giant bull mastiff.
Oh.
Backstory, it was actually Stallone's real dog.
Oh. I like that.
It was his actual dog. So you
Hmm.
can see him in the cage. He wants to get out. He's like, come on, pat me,
He's like,
Dad. Pat
what are you
me."
doing?
Oh, don't worry, Butkus, Adrian.
Ugh. Good stuff. Yeah, I haven't
Hey,
seen those movies in
Stallone.
a
That's
long time.
Stallone. They're a staple for me.
Yeah. Is that, do those have like good rewatch value?
I watched those when I was like 2. I was a
Really?
little kid. My first memories, I remember watching those movies.
Yeah. Hmm. My dad always played westerns. Yeah, he was a big John Wayne kind of guy.
Does he like Gunsmoke?
Probably
Yeah.
Gunsmoke.
What about Bonanza?
But I was just gonna say Bonanza. Yep. Yeah.
Does he really like Bonanza? That's funny. My old man he lives for Bonanza.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Mm.
funny because he has 3 sons. Me, I'm little Joe.
Uh-huh.
Another brother. I have a brother named Brett. He's Adam, and I have a great big 300+ pound brother, and he's Haas. So there's 3. And my
That's
dad,
perfect.
yeah, my dad's Pa.
Yep. I call my dad Pops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my dad would, yeah,
He
come
would give you
upside
a
the head
pop.
if I called him. Yeah, Papa Shango, maybe.
Yeah.
You don't
That's why I
remember that
go by
wrestler?
Papa what?
Papa Shango.
Shungo. Uh-uh.
He was a big uh voodoo guy. He had the
Okay.
skull painted on his face.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Papa Shango.
I remember him. Um, what was the big guy? It was like Venus or something.
Viscera,
Viscera. Yeah.
big dark guy,
Yep.
had the mohawk.
Yep. I remember him.
He used to be a different character named Mabel
Oh, interesting.
back in 1995.
Uh-huh.
He was a big rap guy, big rap. Yeah,
Oh.
stupid gimmick they give him.
Yep.
So stereotyping
Yep.
black people.
That's what they
Vince
do.
McMahon. He's Vince. I'm not saying Vince is a racist, but he seems
No.
like he is. I don't know.
You're I mean, that whole thing, yes, there's definitely terrible people out there, but a lot of it I would think is just people being products of their time. Like things are a little bit more appropriate at one point and maybe not so appropriate now. And you
Of
have to
course,
understand that.
there was people that back in the day that would say, that's terrible.
Yep.
You're terrible. And I would like to think that I would have been one of those people.
Mm. Yeah. I mean, I think there's good people understand what's right and wrong, regardless of what society deems to be appropriate,
Depends on if it helps them out or not.
Depends what side of the aisle they're on too, left or right or middle or.
If it seems to help you out, then you're going to champion the cause.
Yep.
I like your little soundproof booth there.
Yeah, it's nice.
Don't mess with it. Don't mess with it.
No, these things are glued on with
Yeah.
well, except this one.
Yeah. See, I told you, don't be messing with it.
I'll show you a little behind the scenes. It's there's actually I had to cut out a panel of the wood behind it. So this whole strip right here doesn't have any wood behind it.
I still got the rubber wrestlers.
Yep, still got the
I switched them. I switched them though. Have you noticed that?
Ooh, okay.
Only the most acute observer. We got Hulk Hogan, Bam Bam Bigelow, Mean Gene Okerlund, and Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh yeah. Dig it. When I get you in the ring at SummerSlam.
I don't think he ever had a great match at SummerSlam, to be honest with you.
Honest. No?
No. SummerSlam were usually stinkers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just like in general, or they just didn't write him to win?
It seemed like the booking was bad.
Oh.
He had one SummerSlam. Him and Hulk Hogan were tag team partners. So it's like somebody's going to be stealing the spotlight. It's going to be Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
And they fought Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man.
Yep, I remember that.
Andre the Giant. Andre couldn't hardly move. So
I was going to say, yeah. Yeah, he was pretty old. Well, maybe not old, but
his body was old.
Yeah. Yep.
But when he was younger, you would not believe drop kicks, everything.
Wow. Do you remember the Great Khali?
Yeah,
I remember him when I was a kid. Yeah, that's when I was watching.
You were hilarious when I was a kid.
Yeah, I was probably like 12.
I was retiring from pro wrestling by that time.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, then and when Triple H and Shawn Michaels came back for DX, that was like the peak of my watching.
I was done by then.
Oh, those are good times.
John Cena in there.
John Cena was dominating.
I just couldn't do it anymore.
But that's all I knew of wrestling was that era.
Mm-hmm.
I missed the Attitude Era. I missed all that.
See, I was a teenager. It literally grew up with me, with my age group. Because in the 80s, I was a little kid, right?
Yep.
90s, I was growing up. And by 98, 99, I was like 17, 18. Stone Cold was flipping everybody the bird, drinking beer. I'm like, yeah, right on.
Yeah.
So it was like, this is growing up with us. And then they went back down like the age limits. And I'm like, well, I'm an old man now. I don't want to watch this crap. And you'd have the looks of wrestlers. It looked like, no disrespect to me or you, but it looked like me and you walking out there with jeans, literally jeans.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could name maybe 3 wrestlers. Roman Reigns would be one of them.
Oh yeah, that's way after my time. Yeah, I stopped watching. As soon as they started like pushing that guy, I was like, meh.
He wears a bulletproof vest, so I assume, in the ring, which is the most ridiculous thing that you could ever imagine.
Yep.
Distracting. Can't chop them. And wrestling's supposed to be about a physique. That's a big part of it.
Right.
It's like, well, some of these UFC guys that are built like a horse, they can't really fight. That's what pro wrestling is for. A guy that looks like he can fight. I mean, if they did a tournament back in the day, it would have been Dynamite Kid probably would have won. And he was like 5'10". But he could go. But they wouldn't have made no money off that.
Right.
Nobody's going to pay a ticket to see that. We'll see Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
Then they can do some business.
I remember Rob Van Dam. He was popular. I remember him being one of those smaller guys.
That's when they lost the striking on the iron while it's hot. Because guys like Triple H were working their weaselly way. And hey, he is what he is. He did well for himself. But guys like that, they're half wrestler, half promoter, half booker. It's like, what's going on here, guys? When you had Rob Van Dam backstage and they were chanting RVD when he wasn't even out there.
Yep.
The Ultimate Warrior, they did the same thing. They made him champion instantly. They should have changed the story on that very night.
Yep.
We're making RVD champion. That's what the fans want. Give it to them. This is the only sport on earth that you can give them what they want. And they stopped doing that. Did you know every WrestleMania, the hero won at the end? except for 2000, Triple H won. The Rock never won at WrestleMania. They should have given it to The Rock then. Yeah, there you go. Politics. Triple H. Nobody wants to see that great big schnoz. Good build.
You're right. He does have a big nose.
His matches are terrible. Just terrible. He marries the boss's daughter.
Yep. After like picking on her for like a decade. But then they were married the whole time. And like I didn't even know. Because they got married when they were pretty young.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all foolishness.
Yeah. Makes good entertainment though.
Yeah, but could have been better.
Could have been better, yep.
And then Triple H hurt his leg there, and it was the best thing that ever happened to wrestling.
Oh.
He tore his quad in a match, so he was out for a little while. And then they started to go with your Chris Jericho's and your Chris Benoit, murderer, but he was awesome.
He was awesome. Yep.
And Eddie Guerrero, guys like that. And then you had Brock Lesnar come in.
Yep.
And Kurt Angle. And then it was a hot product again. It was a hot product again. Big Show had some good matches too.
Yep.
And then, of course, Schnozzy comes in. I get a big nose too, so it's funny to me. Triple H comes in and he starts winning again.
Yep.
And it's like, come on. Wrestling's not meant to have a guy around for 20 years.
Unless you are Ric Flair.
Well, even that. He wasn't, he'd come back, do a little stint, and then.
Yeah, I was never, he was always there, but I was never like, wow, this is real.
It's hard for you to understand this, but when we were kids, Ric Flair was like pea soup. He was gross. We didn't want him around. He was terrible. He came into WWF in 92. Vince gave him the belt. And we were all like, oh, wrestling sucks now. We were into Ultimate Warrior, Hogan, and all this. And then Ric Flair comes in.
Yeah.
Then I think they realized that kids did not want this pea soup. It's rotten stew, you know. And then Undertaker was there. And we're like, oh, yeah.
Undertaker, yeah.
He was a bad guy. They give him the belt. He beat Hogan. Hogan runs back to Vince. He dropped me on my neck, brother. He's dangerous, brother. Dropped me right on my head, brother. So he got the belt right off. Warrior politics. They watched the tape. Undertaker was all worried. You know, I didn't mean to. I thought I did it safe. They watched the tape. He was that far off the mat. Hogan lied.
Oh.
That's real. Hogan lied to save his own spot. Because he realized Undertaker was starting to turn on his own. Because kids were dark and demonic by that time.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, yay, superhero, Mr. America.
Yeah. I had a kid
in the dead man.
I had a kid in high school. His whole personality is built off of that character.
Undertaker.
Like he would, Undertaker. Yeah. He'd show up with like the cloak and the hat. And I mean, he's my age. And I bet you he still does stuff like that. He paints stuff for Undertaker, and yeah, it's like his whole personality. Nothing against the kid, really nice guy. So that's the only reason I really knew about Undertaker. And then he was on the Joe Rogan podcast talking. That was a really good listen.
Yeah,
I was in the middle of Arizona, I think, when I was listening to that.
They should have played some clips of Joe bad talking wrestling.
Yeah.
He hates wrestling.
Oh, is that Undertaker's name, Joe?
No, Joe Rogan. You know what you said, Joe, on Joe Rogan's show? I thought that's what you said.
Yeah, Joe Rogan. Yeah, that's what I said. Yep.
Yeah, no, Joe Rogan. He used to do bits about how stupid pro wrestling is.
Yeah,
because he used to do real fighting.
Yep.
And if you are come from real fighting and you look at this, like, I don't know how people would look at it. I know what it is. I always knew what it was.
Yep.
If they don't understand it, there's no explanation that will do. And if you understand it, there's no explanation needed. Do you like Rocky? Do you like Rocky IV?
I think he makes fun of the fans that think it's real.
You should see some of the old bits. He's more lenient on it now.
Uh-huh. Okay.
But I mean, if you're watching MMA all day and then you see some of these like Hulk Hogan type matches
Yeah.
that are so brutally fake.
Yeah.
Now, to me, I went to a wrestling event like 2-3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, a couple of my friends there were wrestling. It was kind of nice to see them. But
Oh.
first matchup, soon as they locked up, I thought, oh man, this is fake.
Oh.
I used to try to at least lock up.
Yeah.
They don't care anymore.
They're just touching.
The audience is too smart. They know it's fake. They're not even going to try to make them think it's real.
Mm-hmm.
It was that lockup, that first lockup, and the rest of the lockups were that way too all night.
Oh.
It's that first moment they touch that people will, well, I'm not sure if it's real.
Mm-hmm.
And there is some real matches that you can see that started off pro wrestling matches that turn real. You should look up a couple of them. There's a Dynamite Kid match. Very interesting.
Yeah. Just like lost their cool or what?
They managed to get it together and end it. You could see that they ended it the way it was supposed to.
Uh-huh.
But it was pretty sticky.
Mm-hmm.
You get mad at somebody. Have you ever played hockey where, you get mad at somebody?
You got to stiff them real quick.
Yeah. And no, watch this match. You'd be interested in it.
Yeah. What's it called?
It's Dynamite Kid, real fight in pro wrestling match. It's against an Oriental type character.
Okay.
And the guy, he handled himself pretty good.
Yikes.
But like I said, they managed to communicate by the end of it because there's money on the line.
Yep.
You were paid to do a job. You're going to do the job.
Yep. Interesting.
If you can't find it, I can send it to you later.
Okay. Yeah, I'll find it. I put it in my notes.
But I mean, there's all kinds of situations like that.
Mm-hmm.
Can get heated.
Oh yeah, I mean, I definitely, I believe that. Especially when you're just throwing people around and like you get actually hurt. So you're doing real stuff.
Yeah, you're fighting. You're pretending to fight. So it's like, I really want to hit this guy. Well, I'm designed to almost hit him. I think I might throw it in there. And they call that a potato.
Oh, a potato?
He hit me with a potato. And then you say, well, you got to give him a receipt. Give him a receipt. If you don't give him a receipt, you're going to get bullied.
Yep.
You don't want that. Unless you're wrestling a very close friend.
Yep.
People are like, why is he being so rough with him? They're friends.
Yep. They understand the game. They're like, hey, let's make it good.
There's guys that I wrestled with that, I trust my life with them. I would tell them, give me a chop that makes me not come back for more.
Uh-huh.
You want to make it look real.
Take a picture of one of my cats is on my lap. The wife always enjoys a good pic. What else? Who else are you excited for at the Olympia? I think
Derek Lunsford.
Definitely Derek Lunsford. Yeah.
There's going to be many microscopes out at that event. Andrew Jacked, we're going to be looking at.
Yep. Andrew
How's Jacked going to stack?
Is Akeem Williams going to show up or not?
He
that's
might not
another
even
one.
show up at all.
Really?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
He might look at the lineup and think,
Yep. I mean, you never know. Who else? William Bonac. He made the big improvements at the Arnold Classic. Is he going to keep the improvements coming? I think I saw
Bonac's
one
gonna be in
goat.
the top 3.
You think so?
Yep.
Top 3.
Yep.
Wow.
Who's his improvements?
Yeah. Who's he going to kick out? Because
Hadi.
Hadi? Okay.
Yep.
And you think Brandon's still going to stay in that top 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be the same top 4 guys as in 2020. Well, no, Phil Heath was there, and yeah, Bonac got 5th, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, you think Labrada's going to fall down?
No. No.
So then Nick Walker's going to go down.
Well, what did Nick get?
5th. Yeah. Hunter got 4th.
Yeah, they could still get 4th and 5th, but that would leave Hattie way out of the pack.
Yeah, way back. Yeah.
I mean, what if his arms are like oil pouring out of them?
Hotties, yeah. One of the shoulders looks a little questionable.
And they know that. And he's not a great representative of the sport. He's kind of a strange cat. He fights with that. He was fighting with that trainer guy of him. Oh. And then they started like posting. He started posting funny, embarrassing kind of videos of Hattie. I didn't know what was going on. That trainer guy that he had. I think
I remember it. Yeah.
They were
like beefing on Instagram.
Yeah, but they were a little too close. I think they were hugging and stuff. And
well, I mean, that sort of thing.
To each their own. But then it seemed when they broke up like a couple. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, well, maybe they were too close.
Well, you think about like, you know, that culture, Persian culture, and for the most part, Arab cultures, a little bit of North African as well. Homosexuality is like a death sentence in that area. So men don't think about that stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's why they're so close, is because they're not thinking like, oh, he's going to think I'm gay. It's just brotherly love. It's just like football. When I was a kid, like no one was gay that I knew of. So like when we were in the locker room, just like being dudes. You know of. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's maybe 1 or 2, but like I remember fondly just chilling there, just talking with people, and no one was even worried. Like no weird homophobic thoughts, nothing like that.
So I used to wrestle with a couple of guys they'd be openly gay.
Oh, interesting.
And that would be the last thing on my mind. The guy's giving me a crotch slam. And later on, you'd think, well, it's not even something you'd think about. It's like, who cares?
Yep.
He's in a wrestling match. His adrenaline's flowing. He's probably not, he's not thinking about that.
Yeah.
Seen some hot girls in the front row, but I'm not going to be thinking, hey, baby, what's going on? Of course, I met my wife in a wrestling ring. So
really?
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Love at first fight.
That'd be
she
good.
Was trying to train to be a wrestler.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah. She liked me, but I didn't really like her back because she was a little too young, if you get my drift.
Oh, yeah. I got you. Look at you.
She was 19.
Yeah, it's legal, but
I was 30.
Yeah, that's God.
Didn't want to go through the whole. How come he's going in with a teenager? He's 30 years old.
Yep. Yeah, that's what do they call it nowadays? Grooming. When you date somebody really, really young, you're trying to like groom them into like what you want them to be, because their personalities might not be developed all the way.
She ensued.
Yeah. Well, hey, if she knows what she wants, a woman, if they're determined,
She shortly turned 20, and then
you're like, okay, now we're good.
It was a little bit different then. A little bit different then.
Yeah. Huh. I think my wife, she was 20
and I'm 40.
Yeah.
Your wife was 20.
She was, I think she was like 22. And I was 25, 24, 21, something like that. So
21.
I think she was 21 and I was 24. Yeah. But she was so mature for her age, like just had a whole different outlook on life. Like being a college student.
In a wrestling ring?
No, we met online.
No wrestling ring, eh?
No, not for me, unfortunately. If it was at a bodybuilding show, that would have been magical. But I'm so antisocial when I'm in person normally. Like I have to know you, otherwise it's just awkward, which is something I'm trying to change, but slowly.
You're supposed to be getting up on stage there in December, are you not?
Yeah. Well, not on stage, but I'll try to be as ready as I can be for you.
Oh, I thought you were actually doing a competitive show.
I think that was last December. I think I said I was going to do a show.
Well, I thought you were talking to Lauren.
I want to do a show. Oh yeah, it is this year. Yeah, there's a show in San Diego I wanted to do. I'm so behind the curve.
Got to beat Marx Max Muscle first.
Yep. Got to get lean enough. I've been pretty good on the carbs, keeping carbs low, and I've been doing pretty good in the gym lately. I did what are my numbers? I did all my 1-rep maxes the other day to make sure I can start.
Big to do.
Yeah.
My 1-reppers are your warm-ups.
I mean, you got to remember, I've got a torn shoulder and a torn hamstring. So
yeah, but
you speak very highly of me. You're old. I'm broken. So together we are old and broken. And that's what you get here at 2BROS 1POD. Let's see here. Barbell front squats. I did 205 for 1 raw, no straps, no belt. Pretty good mobility. 205
for front squats.
Barbell front squats. Yep.
Would you say no straps? What would you wouldn't need straps for that anyway, would you?
Oh, sorry, I meant wraps.
I think I said for wraps. Your wrists.
Well, wrists or knees.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep. No wraps, no sleeves, no belt. Raw.
I
Everything was raw.
I usually don't use anything. Just
when I was
my rock bracelets.
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah,
that counts.
Give me power.
When I was before I took the break, I would go into the gym and I'd have wrist wraps on. I'd have elbow sleeves. I'd have a mouthpiece in. Chalk in the hands.
Wrists, for some reason.
Do what?
I got really strong wrists for some reason.
Probably because you work them. Like I've never really done it. I've always just put wraps on when I'm lifting.
Well, I shoveled and raked for a living.
Oh.
I can throw a punching bag, like I can swing a punching bag up, like swing it almost vertical.
Uh-huh.
And I can just hold my fist out and boom, and it hits it. It doesn't roll my wrist at all, and I can just punch it as hard as I can.
Yeah, you're a man's man.
Well, my old man, he has these big metal hands.
Yeah.
It's funny. Well, I do the wood chopping. You see me do the wood chopping.
Yep.
That's really good on the wrists and stuff. So what's your deadlift?
I didn't do deadlift actually. I need to do a deadlift.
What's your bench press? You got to have a high bench press.
The bench, all I did was 225 for 1.
Did you see my latest 1-repper bench?
No, the last thing I saw was your crazy contraption you did with the pulling.
Hey, yeah, that works.
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
No, right before that, I think.
Oh, really?
I did that. That was my all-time most that I've ever benched.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have 305 on my channel if you scroll far enough.
When I benched 305?
Yeah. When I did I did 1,000 pounds.
How much is that more than your weight?
Probably 1.5. I'm like I'm probably like 230 right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Mine was only like maybe 60 pounds more than my weight, I think.
Let's see here. Yeah, I think when I was really in it, I did 405 on the squat, I did 305 on the bench, and then I did the remainder for the
nice calendar there,
deadlift.
By the way.
Yeah, I was just gonna say a great calendar. That's got to be early 2000s because there's no butt on that girl. That's a Paris Hilton butt. There you go. Yep. Oh, you grind that out. Woo! Damn, good for you. It's a really wide grip too. That's nice.
Well, the funny thing is, right before that, you see the 2 little plates? They're 2.5.
Oh, okay.
I did 212 without those. This is like 217. And 212 was my record. So I was already, I was pleased. I was like, yeah, I did my record. I was never a huge bench. I got them big long arms, right? So I was never. My cousin, about the same weight as me, he could do like 260. So I was never like thinking that I was good at bench press, but this is my most.
That's good.
Yeah, I did the 212 and I was like, yeah, that's my record. I might as well try 5 more pounds. Did it?
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, show that contraption there. That looks
Oh, this thing was great. Yeah. For those of you who don't follow Mark over on Instagram, Sunny Warcloud 601. Yeah, this thing, that's amazing.
and you get an individual arm hold. So
Yep.
each lat gets its own workout, because sometimes when you're using a single bar, the
Yep.
strong arm takes over and you
Completely agree. I always recommend if you can do unilateral, so one at a time, great. But if you can find something where it's unilateral, but you're working both sides at the same time,
I
that's
try not to
perfect.
do single arms. Like what I used to try to do, like dumbbell press and everything, single arm, but my
Oh,
back can't take it.
yeah. I couldn't think of like balancing yourself. I'd have to like find something to anchor myself. But I mean,
Well, you
this is my
hold
bad pec anyways. So,
I guess you hold your weight on the one side. That kind of
oh,
balances.
okay. So alternating then.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Yeah. I
I
could
got a
see that.
trick. I got like a trick back though. It can come in and
Yeah.
out.
Oh, yeah. That's
I hurt.
this shoulder. It always wants to sit like this because I can't keep it back. There's no, because where the muscle tore, it loses the suction
Oh,
to
it's a
stay in
muscle
the,
issue.
yeah. So I tore this labrum back here, the band that holds your shoulder back. So
Mm-hmm.
when I tore that, it healed at this point where it's stretched, not where it's contracted. So now whenever I do something, I have to put the shoulder back. I'm
Like your
constantly doing this.
anterior deltoid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anterior.
No, posterior.
Posterior.
Yeah, posterior is in the back. So
Oh,
the posterior labrum is the muscle that attaches the posterior delt to the rhomboid, I think.
oh, check you out.
Yeah. Yeah. I know a little bit
Yeah,
about muscles.
you know who John Brown is?
John Brown, the singer? No, it's James Brown.
Have you
Get
any
up off
idea
your
who?
feet.
Have you any idea who Bernard McFadden is?
I don't think so.
That's what I feel like. I've actually been messaged by pro bodybuilders
Uh-huh.
cursing me out.
Oh, why?
Some just because I give my opinions on stuff.
Oh, well, who
And it's
cares?
like
That's
I'm
don't watch it.
a historian. I feel like telling them I've watched more, and these guys are younger than me, thinking that they're older than me. And I've been watching bodybuilding since '87. And
Yeah.
I feel like telling them, do you have any idea who Bernard McFadden is? Because he's like a guy that started bodybuilding back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
There was the Great Competition you probably heard of, Eugene Sandow.
Yes. Yes.
Eugene, that was the Great Competition.
Oh.
1901, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
Well, that was in London, by the way. Over in the United States, it was either a year after or what have you. They started their own shows for the US, and it was a Bernard McFadden was the promoter, like Eugene Sandow was the promoter in England. And Bernard McFadden, he was still doing shows up in the 40s.
Yeah.
Charles Atlas, if you've ever heard of Charles Atlas.
Yep.
He won a Bernard McFadden show.
Wow. Okay. That's what I always think is so cool, is because you know all this stuff. Like, I should dig into it more.
There.
Yeah. You just got to look at. You have to have the interest.
You can go back even farther if you want. Milo of Croton, one of the first recorded strongmen.
Uh-huh.
And everybody's heard the story. A guy lifted a baby cow up over his head every single day, and before he knew it, he was lifting a full-grown. That's Milos of Croton.
Is he from Croton then? Milos of Croton?
Well, you got Hercules of Thieves.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. He was back in the olden days. He was a wrestler. Wolves ate him.
Oof. That's one way to go.
Or a lion. It's not quite clear.
Sounds like a Canadian thing.
Canadian strongmen. There was a couple of Canadian strongmen.
Mm-hmm.
Louis Cyr.
I've heard that name before. Yeah.
He is the statue of the Arnold Trophy when they win the Arnold Strongman.
Oh.
Great big guy with that big round dumbbell.
Yep.
I think it's at his feet. That's Louis Cyr. And now he studied on strongman Milo of Croton.
Mm-hmm.
So what he did, he had a backpack and he threw a few scoops of grain or something in it every single day. And he would get stronger that way. He tried to lift a cow, kicked him in the head, knocked him out. Oof. He tried to lift a cow like the guy, the Milo of Croton.
Yeah.
He tried to train the same way, which is funny. He switched to grain. The grain didn't kick him in the head.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, prolongs his career a little bit.
It's probably an adolescent cow.
Yeah.
Not a baby. Yeah, he became, he actually had a showdown with Eugene Sandow. They were supposed to do a strongman competition together. But see, Sandow was a showman.
Oh.
More than anything. So he wrote all these fine prints. He wanted to do a dumbbell backflip. And Sears like, well, I can't do that. If there was a straight up weightlifting competition, Louis would have beat him.
Right.
But there was no set heights of bars or anything like that. And so there was no way to measure. Some of them round balls they were lifting were empty. And they'd fill them with water later. Or whatever they would fill them with.
I'd hope sand. That'd make the most sense.
You could drain the water easier.
Yep. Yeah, you're right.
Unless it was frozen.
That could work too.
Well, it was up in Canada.
Yeah. Up in Canada.
I think that's I think he was from Quebec, and that's where Ben and Joe are from.
Yes. Yep, that sounds right.
Canada.
Yeah. Leading the way. I think I saw a statistic saying there was like over 30 Canadian Olympians this year. Throughout the divisions.
In various divisions.
Yes, of course.
Well, Regan Grimes is one that's out.
Yep.
But you got Antoine Vaillant. You got Ian Valliere.
Yep. Yeah, that's the open. Yep. Beyond that, Tyler Johnson for the classic. He's Canadian. Good guy.
Can't picture him.
Oh, Tyler Johnson? I love that guy. He's been on the channel a lot. He's one of my like co-hosts. But he's just been really...
my job.
Different show, not for 2BROS. He won the I think it was the Toronto show.
It's mightier than the sword.
Yeah, this guy.
Oh, yes.
Very intelligent.
Solid.
Yep.
So he's smarter than me, is what you're saying.
I think he knows different things. Your knowledge is different.
Just all over the place.
Yes. You know a little bit about a lot.
Impossible
and you know
to
a lot about
timestamps on these videos.
Oh, you think so?
On my videos, what would you timestamp every 2 seconds? Well, here he was talking about the Earth and the crust. Now here he was talking about the Ultimate Warrior and raisins.
Well, you'll see, because I do timestamp. If it's a long video like this, when I rewatch it, I just have my notepad open, and once we switch topics, I type it up.
I don't pay attention because honestly, when you do interviews, I'll put one on and I'll work and I'll listen to it. I'll listen to the whole thing. I don't want to listen to a piece of it.
Yeah.
Some people might.
What are your thoughts about have you seen like my highlight episodes where I just like take snippets out of them?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, I've wondered if, because like I've heard that algorithm wise it works, because some people don't want to watch 2 hours. They only want to watch 15 minutes. And I watch highlights of other podcasts all the time. Not like fitness related. Usually it's like comedy stuff.
Well, I mean, if I said something
like
shocking,
Like Mark's take on blank.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of blank, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Blank ruined my life.
Mm. And things of that
So
nature.
there, Mark hates blank. Could you imagine?
Mark critiques insert here. Yeah, so those highlight videos I've done a few and they don't do great, but I thought that they'd be a great way to reuse content. But
You should do news videos.
I should just like sit down for an hour and just do like a daily news update, because I have a show called Bodybuilding Today.
News network. You're the news network.
I'm the news network, and I have lots of shows within the network. Yep.
Like the
that was the whole idea.
The news videos, the type that Nick Strength and Power does, Goat Fitness.
Yep.
And now me, I started doing them.
Yep.
They're entertaining. At first I was like, nobody wants to see physique update after physique update. And then I'm starting to watch goats every single day. And I'm like, geez, these are good. Yeah. It keeps me interested in bodybuilding.
Mm-hmm.
Gets names out.
It's the finger on the pulse of bodybuilding.
Mm-hmm. They don't miss anything that way.
Mm-hmm. Does Goat do like mostly just open bodybuilding, or does he kind of touch all the divisions?
I think he was going to do women's.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, but I think he's not doing too much for the women's divisions. Like myself, I kind of, because like I said, it's awful.
Yeah, it only hurts the channel.
I lose subscribers, and I wasn't realizing that. I'd go back and I would look at all these videos I've made, and it's like, oh my God, why are they unsubscribing?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, just don't watch it. People get, I don't know, they get strange. Like if he's gonna be posting stuff about women bodybuilding, I'm not watching. Shame on them women for getting big muscles. Only men should have muscles.
Yeah.
Crazy. You know, if a woman wants to get muscular, let her.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid to think that, you know. Well, she looks too manly, they say. I'm like, well, what do you call Big Ramy? What does he look like? And why is he allowed to look like a monster?
Right. So he can look like some oil-filled freak, but then a woman
and furthermore, that woman, Hella Trevino, was not created to turn you on, buddy boy.
Unless you're into it.
And yeah, hey, she probably does a lot of. I think what's her name? Natalia Coelho.
Uh-huh.
She's very attractive.
Very attractive, yep.
She's loaded with muscle.
Yep. Still has feminine features and everything. Yep.
Beauty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say that too loud.
Right. Yeah, she commented on one of my videos once, and I was just like, wow, that's so cool.
Natalia, yeah, she commented on mine too. And I'm like, thank goodness I was speaking praises about her.
Well, you got to do that compliment sandwich, you know, say something good and then say your criticism if you have anything.
Yeah, you don't want to get too complimentary because people do not want to see that.
Yep, the butt kissing.
I would not tune in to see somebody complimenting everybody all the time. Mm-hmm. Kai Green cannot do commentary.
Yeah, well,
he cannot do it.
It's only compliments.
Oh, he's
he did the Arnold good. What, like 2018?
Yeah, and everything. Oh yeah, look at the way he flows, and it's like this guy. You know, this guy sucks. Bubble gut, no calves, and he'll have something good to say about him.
Some of the best forearms we've seen today.
Can we get a cross between Sean Ray and Kai Green, please? Kai Green would give you the last penny that he had in his purse to feed yourself, and Sean Ray would, you know, he'd probably take your watch off you if you were dead.
He'd take the food right out of your mouth.
yeah. So can we get a cross between these two dudes?
Yeah.
And some people can't talk.
Yeah, some people can't. Yeah.
Dexter the Bloody Jackson, he can't really talk.
Yeah, he's never really.
He'd be a good guy to talk to, like as a friend or something, but he couldn't. What do you want me to say? He'd be like, "What do you want me to say?"
Yep.
And Sean Ray's got an awesome voice.
Yep. Yeah, he can talk.
If Sean Ray didn't exist, if he didn't have his own opinion on himself, he would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He usually throws his own little opinion on himself.
Yeah. Well, he's also like overly negative, doesn't really compliment, just critiques.
Well, that's kind of what you need with somebody that's complimentary.
If you were to put him and Phil in the same booth, I bet
Well,
you it would be.
Do you remember pro wrestling back in the day?
Uh-huh.
Well, you don't remember, but Jesse the Body Ventura.
Oh, he commentated?
Never had a good thing to say about anybody, Gorilla.
Oh.
And he was the best commentator.
Oh, I didn't remember him
Gorilla
commentating.
would fight. Oh no, he was the best.
Yeah. Okay.
That was the 80s.
I remember Bradshaw and the King.
Oh, that's so much ahead of that.
Yeah.
That's Jerry Lawler, or JR and Jerry Lawler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should probably wrap this up.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Well, I got maybe 7 o'clock. Like it's my in-laws actually.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
My wife's grandparents, great people.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so. I envy you to live near friends and family. That's something I miss greatly. It's just being able to just like go over to people's houses and do that sort of thing.
Nouveau-Brunswick.
Yeah.
Les Français.
I don't know if I'd want to move that far out, but just
move to Maine. That's right next to my hub.
Sure, we'll see. I don't know. I like it out here. Cali's nice so far.
California, you could not be any further away. You're on the east. You're on the east,
it's
right?
Honestly all the way on the west coast.
Or sorry. West. Yes.
Yeah. West side.
You're on the west.
Yeah. It's a hindrance. South, honestly.
Way down. I'm up on the east.
Yep.
On the coast.
Yep.
You're farther away than England is to me.
No, you're right. If I could move either like Texas or Florida, I think it would be very beneficial
Florida's
for this
on the
channel.
other side.
Yeah, but it's on the same time zone. That's the problem, is everyone's 3 or 4 hours ahead of me. So if I want to have a good conversation with somebody and they want to do it in the morning before they go into work, it's impossible because I'd have to get up at like 3 a.m.
Well, you're 4 hours away from me.
Yeah, I'm 4 hours behind you. So it's only 3 p.m. for me.
Goat Fitness is 2. So he's between us. He's between us.
Oh, so he's like maybe in the Midwest then?
Could be.
Oh.
I said 2.
It's always something.
I hope so.
Your hand is the heel for the episode.
I should get my wife to come in here and bring a third hand up to freak everybody out.
When did you get a manicure?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Manicure is the hand and pedicure is the feet. Yeah. I need to get a pedicure on my feet. I got we'll end with this. I can't do my lunges right now because one of my big toes, the nail is growing into the skin.
I did your walking lunges.
Yeah. How'd your ass feel after that? Or your butt? Sorry, YouTube.
I came in. My wife was sitting watching television, of course.
Of course.
And sometimes she doesn't look at me if I'm not going loud enough. So I start screaming out. And I said, I did my walking lunges differently, just like Saunch told me to. Yeah, they seem to get in there deep.
Yep.
Did
you do walking lunges? Like you just like
up my driveway and then back down to the gym.
Yep.
And usually I can kind of stop for a second and keep going. I had to throw the weight down.
Mm-hmm.
I only had 25
That's all you need.
No, that's all you need. There was 25 because usually I just use 25-pound dumbbells. So plus the 22-pound bar, 22 pounds because I got big metal clips.
Oh, okay.
That's why my bench was 217.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I was like, are you doing everything in kilos or what?
No, the bar itself weighs 20 and there's these big metal clips.
Okay.
They're like a pound each.
Hey,
when you're going for your record, you want every pound accounted for. That's not 215. I can do 215 easy. Yeah, right. I just
Yeah.
barely got that one out. Broke a few blood vessels in my chest, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't like one reppers, but every once in a while it's fun.
Well, actually, okay, we'll finish. Yeah, we'll finish with this.
Yes. I gotta get going.
Yeah, you do. I did a live stream, so I have like a gaming thing I play with on Discord sometimes when I'm not making YouTube videos, and I did a fitness live Q&A for the group clan server thing, and I was talking about injuries and like how to perform things like good form and stuff. So I want to see if I can leverage that as like my once a week live Q&A thing, but people have to show
also
up.
add in if somebody's like hurt or if you can feel something.
Yes.
Stop.
Yep.
Do something else. No sense of risking it. If you have it, like if you feel your hamstring, and I'm not just talking like a little pussyfoot injury.
Yeah.
You feel like a shoulder, something going on with your shoulder,
popping,
you're doing,
clicking,
and you're doing
pinching.
presses that day, do something else.
Right. It's not worth the injury.
There's time. It's a bodybuilding, weightlifting, it's a marathon race. There's no, you have to do it today.
Or just only do lateral movements. Like don't do any kind of compression work where it's like weight loaded. Do lateral flies, lateral raises, like just
do some squats and sit-ups.
Sure.
Do calves.
Double down on your extremities. Yeah. Well, all right. I think it's workout time for me. Have fun with your in-laws. Eat good food.
Nah, leaning out right now, man.
Same. Yeah.
Fish.
I got rid of all the bread. All the bread's gone. So now
you'll start to notice a difference after a couple of days.
Yeah. And then I'm adding, just starting off with 10 minutes on the bike. So we'll ramp it up. Or no, on the elliptical thing. Feet and hands go. No impact. Want to keep my legs.
We got one fresh. Of those too. Yeah. I hardly use it.
It's nice. I run a lot for the army. So I want to keep that in mind. Like I need to keep doing running type movements to keep the conditioning.
I'm doing my posing.
Yeah.
Instead.
I need to practice. I'll do posing today too. Maybe I'll record it, show you guys what we're working with. 8 weeks out, 8 or 9 weeks out.
No sneak peeks this time from me.
Yeah. All right. I respect that.
Little too much body fat right now.
Really? Oh,
can't see. He's been trying to get bigger.
Yeah.
He'd never been this big at this low body fat, so trying to do a carb cycle. High carbs one day, low carbs the next. Makes it very, very difficult on the low carb days because you just had carbs. And it makes it worse.
And you're just like, oh,
well, I just had rice yesterday. I want rice today. Oh my God, there's toast. Oh my God, toast.
Toast. Oh, with butter and an egg on it with some bacon. Oh,
bacon. Bacon don't interest me.
No.
Yeah,
I heard like after 40, your body stops processing pork as good as it used to. Like it's something genetic.
Digestion.
Yeah.
Helps. And I like pigs. They're cute.
So are chickens. Like
somebody makes fun of you. They say, "Oh, here we go, another vegan." And I said, "Listen, you want to call me whatever you want to call me. Do you eat dogs? Well, no, that's gross. Do you eat horses? Well, no, that's gross. Okay, well, maybe I have the same thing about pigs and cows. I don't want to eat pigs and cows."
I mean, I've seen cute videos of like every animal ever.
Yeah, I mean, you can go so far with it, but that's my choice. I ain't gonna go
cows, dogs.
and say you shouldn't eat cows. You should. I'm not like that.
But
I'm not like that.
But there's nothing wrong with you deciding you don't want to eat certain things.
Hey, my digestion says that I feel,
and that's a good enough reason of any.
There's lots out there. Hey, I haven't eaten any meat like that in probably 6 years.
Really?
And I just bench pressed the most I've ever bench pressed.
Yeah. So is it mostly chicken for you in fish?
Chicken and fish.
Yeah. Wow.
And this is like water to me. nuts.
Oh, I can't do
Just
nuts,
don't-
man.
just
I got
ignore
backed up
this.
once, and it was the worst experience of my life.
Oh, really?
I got so, I mean, I couldn't go to the bathroom for like 5
Well,
days.
you don't eat these in the evening.
Oh,
Don't eat these in the evening.
okay. Yeah, after that, I haven't touched nuts. It was, I thought I was gonna die. Like I was sitting on the toilet, drenched in sweat,
Are you
just
eating
like
salted nuts?
probably, yeah.
Yeah, so you got to get that, because with salted nuts you can eat a pile load, because
Mhm,
you'll get addicted to them and you keep eating them.
mhm.
And morning time,
And pecans. Yeah, I was doing like pecans and
that's what these are.
almonds and
These are not native to the I put these in aftermarket. They're
oh,
pecans
okay.
and pumpkin seeds.
Pumpkin seed. Yeah, you gotta be careful with the pecans because I guess they're higher in sugar.
Yeah, like right now I'm maybe a little bit first thing in the morning, but
Okay.
trying
Well,
to lead
carbs are
out.
the best in the morning. In the morning, or no, I take that back. Carbs are the best
Oh
pre
yeah,
and post workout.
my friends are here, so, or
All
my
right, yep.
family's here.
All
All
right,
right,
guys.
brother.
Mark, take care. Thanks for stopping by.
You
Drop
too.
your comments and questions for episode 6, and we will see you next week. Yeah, same with me. Look at that peak.
I see that. All right, brother.
All right,
Peace
guys.
out.
Take care. Yeah, see you,
Yeah.
Mark.